Hello and welcome to another house building video. This is actually my second on my channel. Now I'm not going to do just house building videos. I'm actually trying to set up a legacy challenge and a 100 baby challenge, but it's going to be kind of a different 100 baby challenge. I think I said that in the last video, but I am getting ready to set that up so I can do more than just house building. So this build is more of, I know I started the first video with the Let's Build Newcrest. This was actually just because I was in Oasis Springs in one of my saves and I wanted to build and upload a video, so I decided to just make a house in this world. Now that glass roof doesn't actually stay that glass roof. I change it a lot later in the video, but right now it's a glass roof. Anyways, I've actually never built in Oasis Springs, but I decided that since I was in it, I would try to build it. I like Oasis Springs. I think it's the coolest little desert area. So I decided that I'd try to build along that lines. This build is pretty modern, just like my last one. It's not as modern, but I don't know, I normally build modern stuff, but I will be building some family homes and everything, and I will change it up a little bit. This is just what came to mind as I was building it. It is a 1-bedroom house. I mean, that's literally the only room in the house besides like the living room, kitchen, all that kind of stuff is in one room, besides the bathroom, of course. But right now I'm trying to put in some windows. Now, the length I made these walls was super inconvenient because every window that I wanted was 2 blocks, but I made it 3, so I couldn't use any of the windows I wanted. You'll see me changing these 1,000 times because I keep trying to find the ones that I want, but none of them work because I am so very smart. I do like how it ends up turning out, even though I can't use the windows that I do want to. I think it's really cool and really small. I like that grass roof that I put up there. I think it looks pretty awesome. Now, I put a lot of windows to begin with when we first start, but I do end up taking out like 2 or 3 of them, I think. I just don't end up using a lot of those windows. I put these little grass hedges there just because I wanted it to be a little more private, just because that is a window to the bedroom. So I didn't want it to be super open, like you could just stare into someone's bedroom. I tried putting in that wall just to make it, again, a little more private. And then I used this half wall, but I ended up changing this as well. But right now I'm just using it. I tried to, I haven't posted videos of a lot of my builds, but if you go on my gallery, you'll see a lot of my videos, or a lot of my builds. I usually keep it pretty open and a lot of windows and a lot of natural light, but this time I decided to make it a little more realistic, where you would want more privacy rather than just a bunch of open windows staring into your house, because I feel like, you know, you want that open natural light and stuff, but also people staring in at you is kind of weird. I added this brick wall just for like a little accent. I feel like, you know, living in Oasis Springs, it would probably be hot most of the time, and so I didn't want to go with anything super, like, that's why I went with wood, and then I added that brick walling. You know, I feel like it would keep it cooler, you know, theoretically, if this was real, even though it's not. I'm adding a little seating area out there just because, I mean, I do have a seating area in the backyard too, but not quite like this. So, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. But I also thought, you know, even if you did sit there, you could definitely not see above the wall. You'd just kind of be staring at a wall, which is cool. You know, I love staring at walls. Right now I'm working on the bedroom. I don't know where I was going with the interior of this. I love those paintings, by the way. I think they're super cool, that you can put them all together, and it just, I don't know, it's cool. I added a ceiling fan in here because, again, you'd want to keep it cool, the air moving, stuff like that. But I don't know where I was going with the interior of this. I didn't keep it super modern because it's not modern at all. It's pretty, lived in, stuff like that, which is what I wanted. But I mean, I build the exterior in a theme, right? It's either colonial, modern, beachy, stuff like that. But interior, I kind of keep, I don't know, I do what I like. It's not fit to a theme. It usually works with the exterior, a couple things here and there work with the exterior. We're in a desert and I use those orange curtains and stuff like that, but it's not like I furnish to match the exterior. I know this build is super small. I'm using those paintings again because I think they're awesome. I know this build is super small, and so is my last one. I'm wanting to build a mansion, but I don't know if I want to do that just as a speed build or, let's build a mansion kind of thing. I think, I don't know, I have a family in one of my saves, and I just built a mansion for them, and I can't really remember what it looks like, because I've been playing them since I started playing The Sims 4, which isn't saying much, because I didn't play it, when it first came out. I tried to, I didn't like it, so I just went back to Sims 3, but anyways, since I've been playing, they were my first family, and I moved them to Del Sol, and I had them in this mansion that I made that I really, really liked. And then I moved them to a different one, and it's not completely finished yet. Like, the interior is finished and everything, but I haven't done the exterior, so I don't know, maybe I'll film that. I wanted to record it, but I just started building and forgot about it. But right now I'm adding a little desk nook kind of thing. I like what I did with this. It's like the desk is attached to the bookshelf, and then the shelves, it's like it's all one unit, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I do use this idea a lot, like in my normal builds, where I'm building for my Sims or whatever. I do use that idea a lot just because I really do like it. Right now I'm just looking for some clutter to put around the place to again make it look more lived in. You know what really bothers me? When I put shelves this way, nothing will snap to them. And it's so annoying that I just have to keep going in there and, raising stuff up. I only put a few things on the shelf, just kind of, because if you do play with this house, you can add little family things or specific things to your household to the shelves. But, when I'm doing this, it's really annoying because it's like, why don't you snap to a shelf? What are you... I got a little loud there. But if not, okay, these curtains too. I'm just going on a rant, I'm going off. I had to move the windows because the curtains kept snapping to them in places that I didn't want them to snap to. And I don't get it. You know why? Why snap? It's funny because I was just complaining about not snapping, and now I'm complaining about snapping. You can't win with me, okay? Just, right now I'm putting in a little living room area. I add in just a tiny couch right there. This is the second TV in the house. I just decided to put in the living room. I almost forgot to do the bathroom. I was like, oh, I just finished the living room. Am I done? Did I finish? I definitely did not, but I was gonna, just jump into screenshots because you know how I be. This is when I get rid of the windows just because it didn't work with the placement of rooms where I put the bathrooms. I figured I'd get rid of it. The bathroom is very small, just because I don't floor plan well, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, now I'm moving into the exterior where I'm adding in, I do put in a little pool. I think I start landscaping first. I think I add in a fence and then I start landscaping. Yeah. Again, just because I was going for the more privacy thing, I decided to keep it a little more private and add that fence in. Um, when I was doing the fence gate, I realized, yeah, now I'm moving or changing that. They don't have a matching gate for that fence unless it's super big and chunky. And so I do end up using a super big and chunky one, but I don't understand. Like in The Sims 3, you had gates that would just match either all or most of the fences. So I don't understand why they didn't have one that just matched. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks okay. Like I don't not like it. I do like the fence that I used. I just think that they should have just had a fence gate that matched, you know? Right now I'm adding in palm trees just to landscape and stuff. I do end up, or I added a lot of, not a lot of trees, but a good amount. I like the landscaping in this build. You know, when you're in the desert, you're not adding a lot of green. Just adding more privacy stuff. You don't add like a ton of green like you would, you know, in a jungle build or just kind of a normal suburb build. But I add in a lot of palm trees. I only add in palm trees because I think that fits with the desert look. And then I like those grass, I don't know, that big clump of grass. I do wish they had it in a less green color. To be fair, I didn't really look, but I think I should have changed that more. Right now I'm adding in a pool because I figure you're living in the desert. It's going to be super hot almost all year round, so you would want something to cool off like that. I was looking for something to put against this wall because I did take out the, whatchamacallit, windows, so it looked kind of bare, but I end up adding a little bar over there, and I think it ends up working. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm just extending I kind of make that a little patio area, and then I have a little green spot over there just so you still have, you know, a little bit of foliage, if I say so. I don't know. I just add a little area, and then I start doing the bar, and I add in a grill and then put a few counters over there to match to it. I mean, the back is still kind of bare, but I think it works because it's not like there's nothing there. I add a little seating area so where your Sims can eat if they do decide to grill, and then I realized, wow, that area looks pretty bare still. So then I add in the bar. Right now I'm trying to add in counters that would match with the bar. Then I realized I'm using counters from Spa Day. The only bar they have is that super long one, and I try to, you know, check out sizes, but I feel like in a home where it's not a giant mansion, they wouldn't have a gigantic bar. You know, you would have a little home style bar, but that's about it. Just adding in a little more activities. I do jump into the screenshots right now. It is at sunset, so I think it looks pretty cool. This is the front of the house. Like I said, that little seating area where you're staring at the wall. But anyways, I hope you really liked this build. If you want to download it, my origin info is in the description. So yeah, I hope you really like this build, and I hope you have a fantastic day.